Hello everyone, my name is Daniel and I will be doing a commemorative speech on Anne Frank. Imagine this, the year is 1941 and you are a Jewish child living in Germany. Outside the sun is shining and you think it's going to be a great day. You decide to go socialize with your friends only to see them be taken away by police in dark uniforms. The situation is terrifying and there is nothing you can do to stop it. That was something similar that Anne Frank had to go through. Well, there were millions of people that confronted the same situations and feared for their lives. Anne Frank was a girl who experienced dramatic events at a young age and has had a significant impact on the whole world. It is unimaginable to think of that time and place where there was no respect for religious beliefs. Although Anne Frank went through a lot of terrible situations in her short life, she always kept a positive attitude and looked for the best in life. This speech is to commemorate the life of this courageous young girl that even in hard times during the Holocaust, she made the most out of life. Now, let's talk about some important facts and changes in life that Anne Frank had to go through during the Holocaust. One of Anne Frank's most known quotes that I have obtained from brainquote.com, which it was last updated in 2020, and it goes like this. It is difficult in times like this. Ideals, dreams, and hopes rise within us only to be crushed by grim reality. It is a wonder how, having abandoned all my ideals, they seem so absurd and impractical. Yet I cling to them because I believe that in spite of everything that people are good at heart. This quote was recited by Anne Frank during the Holocaust and written in her diary during the years in hiding in an attic which they call the Annex. The information gathered about Anne Frank was from biography.com, which it was last updated on February 24th, 2020. Anne Frank was a Jewish girl. She receives a diary on June 12, 1942 for her 13th birthday. She described her family and classmates and some school events. She periodically mentions the changes in the life of the Jews after the occupation of the Netherlands by Nazi Germany. Feeling the lack of true friendships, Anne Frank begins to feel overwhelmed by loneliness. She feels that the family cannot complement the presence of friends from the past. Let me talk about Anne Frank's love, compassion, feelings, and most importantly, the faith that she had, even when she and her family got arrested. The last note, dated August 1st, 1944, is gloomy, critical, and modest, revealing both sides of Anne's personality. Anne writes more and more about war, belief in God, feminism, and the destruction of ideals. 3 days later, an SS team entered the hideout and arrested all 8 refugees hiding in the annex. When Anne Frank was 15 years old, on April 15, 1944, she wrote on her diary, "I don't want to live in vain like most people. I want to be an enjoyment on people's lives, even people that I do not know. I want to continue to live in even after my death." Anne still inspires many people due to her strong, confident, and noble heart. She never complained for moving away from the things she loved. She was faithful during her times in hiding and after her imprisonment. To wrap up, Anne knew that there was hope and never gave up. Even in the end, she always stayed strong. And Frank definitely changed history as far as letting everyone know what happened then and the true story on everything that her family, and Jewish people had to go through. I cannot think of no other person to write my speech and give my speech on. She's the most inspiring person to know about in history. She was a very strong, brave, optimistic, courageous, and normal girl, and she absolutely loved life. And Frank showed us how to have a positive attitude and never give up. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.